I reckon we get into it shortly. We just give it another 60 seconds for those dedicated community members to jump on in, and we'll get straight into it. How is everyone, by the way?
Doing great. Sick, but great.
Hey. Sick but great, did you say, Animo?
Yeah, exactly. I got the flu on
Oh,
summer. That's how lame I am.
oh, mate, it's been
Well, I
going
mean,
through
summer for
here.
me. Yeah,
Yep.
winter for you. Yeah.
Yeah. It's always that change of season, isn't it?
Maybe, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. But I just got the flu and it sucks, but hey, it is what it is.
I'm sorry to hear, and I hope you're feeling better soon.
Yeah, thanks, man.
No worries. Hey, Moon. See you there. How's it going? Have you hit record button? Oh, good. Something happening in the chat there. Yeah, we're rolling. Good stuff. G'day, Rich.
Hey,
Hey, mate.
what are
Got any biscuits for me?
I slammed them all down.
Yeah, it's easy to do, right?
Well, I didn't realize that once you do the Tim Tam slam, that the rest of the cookies just kind of sit in that package and tell you to eat them all, and so that's what I ended up doing.
Yeah, that's the thing with
Cookie Monster style.
yeah. You have one, you have a whole packet, unfortunately.
Yeah,
Cool.
pretty
All right.
sweet.
Looks like we're all here, so let's get into it. Oh, we have a song for that, don't we? All right. Welcome to another Starside Chat. Now, this one's obviously a little bit different. You're probably going, who's this guy talking? Where's Barker? Bring him back. For those that are in the know, Barker is on leave at the moment. He's probably in the air right now, but he's traveling around Europe. Hey, you go, Jan. How you going? Hey, Fluster. We'll get on to you in a second, Fluster. Don't you worry. So BFS Glam has taken over from Barker for the next probably 4 to 6 weeks. So, it's going to be a little bit different. Hopefully, as informing as Barker is. But look, I'll just start by saying I'm not as ingrained as Barker is with the Sydney office. So when we do questions and things like that, I may not know the answer straight away. So don't worry, I will be jotting everything down, and we'll have a sort of a Q&A section at the start of each week. So anything I don't or can't answer on the day, don't worry, we'll get back to you and give you the best possible answer. There's Vex. Now it's really a party. Cool. Hey, me jumping on the main microphone leaves the co-host mic empty, and I thought I'd invite along a special guest to join us and to sit in that chair with me. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the one, the only BFS Carlo.
Bow, 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 bow. Oh,
Hang on. Should we do that?
yeah, you should do it. There you go.
Yay! Carlo, how you going?
Good, mate. Yourself? How's
Yeah,
everyone
good.
doing? Especially that Fluster guy. Who's the Fluster guy?
We'll get on to Fluster guy. He's a bit of a troublemaker. We'll get on to him in a second. But hey, Carlo, tell us a bit about yourself.
Look, I recently joined Blowfish, guys. I more into the go-to-market stuff for PhantomGalaxies and all the other games that we publish. I'm in learning mode, so that's why I put up my hand to sit with Simon and go through the Starside Chat.
Absolutely. And look, Carlo, obviously you're a BFS stalwart now, but what do you do in your spare time? What do you do when you're not GTMing with BFS?
I would patrol.
So you're a patroller.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, I would patrol my own house. Nah. So I'm a gamer. So I just game a lot, man.
Good stuff. And are you a musician? A lot of people that join us here are musicians. I don't know why.
I don't know why. So who's a musician as well? I know you are, Mr. Glam. It says so in your name right there. Yeah, I do. I play a little bit of guitar. Yeah,
Yeah.
I dabble. 80s glam music.
There you
The
go. Nailed it.
hair metal days.
Awesome. Well, you're a fitting person to have in the co-host chair then.
We'll see. We'll
Definitely.
see about that. We'll see what Rich would say, and if he does Tentam freaking slam in my honor, I'd be very very grateful.
I say we get you a skin tight silver suit and we hear a duet.
Dude, okay, count me in. I want my ruffles and my eyeliner stuff before we do that, and my rock star post. Okay.
We need to make this happen.
To say any video with Glam makes you a rock star automatically.
Oh, cool. Oh, well, that's a small taste of Carlo, everybody. So glad to have him joining me today and possibly into the future. We'll see how we go today. I'm sure you
Yeah,
want to
screw
have
that
him,
Parker.
Yeah,
Screw that one. No, man. Parker's the man.
he is the man.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So, hey, look, a few have been doing this already, and I appreciate it. But if you see anything in the community on Discord that you think Barker would have need to been aware of, please feel free to just tag me in as well, and I'll get onto it. Take a look.
I
Think of
almost
me
tagged Foster as a scammer until I figured out who he was.
right. All taken care of, I imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Good to go.
good stuff. Cool. All right. Well, here's the team, and then look, we've got a new, shall we say, Starsider who hasn't joined us before, Fluster. Are you got a mic on, Fluster, or not? Fluster has no microphone. Well, hello, Fluster. Great to have you with us. Oh, sad face. Good to have you with us. Feel free to join in on the chat if you need to. Great to see you here, and great to see everybody here too. Go Jan, I haven't seen you in a while. That's great. Really cool. Okay, so segment 1, I thought we'd do a little bit of catch up from last week, which is what I'll try and do each week. So just listening back to your amazing recording, Moon, I was able to take notes. So initially, Barker started talking about the update that's coming in July, and I am happy to announce that it is still on track. At this point in time, STC, we would be expecting that in just over a week. Okay, so not long to go now. Let you know that no changes at this point in time. Everything is still on track. And I believe we'll have Liam on next week to talk about the update. So we'll have a special edition, special Starside Chat. I will be publishing our questionnaire beforehand as well. So that's an opportunity for you to get in and send us questions that you would specifically like Liam to take a look at. And maybe we can get some answers to those on air. I guess on that too, just keep in mind Liam's sort of from the design dev side of things. So I only say that so that you can maybe put forward questions that he's more likely to be able to answer. I guess things like finance and other things, marketing and things, he's probably not so able to answer. But by all means, send your questions in, and we'll.
Can I give a quick piece of feedback on the last time Liam was with us?
Absolutely. I have my notepad
So,
out.
yeah, I personally felt, and I think maybe some others in the community did as well, that while it's nice to get the vague, general spirit answers, we also want like the detail. So, like when people are asking questions about like what the future of PG looks like, or what specifically the upgrade systems are going to look like, we don't want to just know the upgrade systems are going to be great, they're going to be fun, they're going to really make everyone feel good. Like we want to know, like, how is it going to work at the finest level that we can possibly be told at this stage, because we're kind of lacking in that high level information, or even like the detailed information that we would normally get in like a white paper.
Sure.
And so a lot of us, when we're asking Liam these questions, are kind of looking to kind of get like a peek under the curtain as to what that white paper would contain. So that would just be my piece of feedback, is like less general, less vague, and more specific where possible.
Absolutely, and that's why we have Liam on it at the end of the day, isn't it? So that we do have the opportunity for more detailed answers like that. As with
I felt like last time though we were getting a lot more of like the high level fluff and less of the meat and potatoes.
Sure.
So that was mostly the feedback. Yeah.
Yeah. The only thing I'd say to that is when Liam is talking, he's usually talking about the next update. So he, when it comes to that, he can be a bit more specific, definitely, because it's usually coming out in the next couple of days, and he can sort of speak to things like that. If you're after more detail in an overall direction, again, there's reasons why that may not always be possible, but certainly I'm making a note of that, and I'll have a chat to Liam too, and just see what we can do to make it a bit more of a sort of a peek behind the curtains and a bit more detail into what is coming.
I know it can't all be shared.
Yeah.
I understand.
To add to what Vex said too, I agree with him in a large way, because what it felt like last time was just kind of a reiteration of what the notes were for the Nova update. And it's like, I get spoon feeding the update, and like everybody was excited it's the Nova update, and then it's like, well, here's what's going to be in the update, and then we log on and that's exactly what's in the update. And while that might sound really cool and like that's what people want, that's not psychologically what people want. Like, people kind of want to be surprised. Like, how cool would it have been to not say much about the update, and then we all got to experience what the update was? Like, when you're told what the update, like, we've all heard show don't tell, right? But then when you tell somebody, oh, this is going to be the update, and then we log on and it's exactly that, as cool as that sounds like it should be, it's not. Like, the coolest thing on any MMO is like, oh, there was an update, X region was changed, and then all of a sudden you go there and there's like new quests and stuff, and you're kind of figuring it out. It creates like a lot of jabber in the community and stuff like that. What people want from game designers is their vision, not what they've done. Their vision. And I get the STC and all that crap. Some things can't be said. Some things can be said. Blah, blah, blah. It's just, I'm not going to lie, it's a bit worn, right? Because every project, big and small, all has that STC caveat. And a lot of them, the ones that people are listening to, are big on what they want for the future, what they're looking to do. And that's kind of what we need from the designers, so that we can say, hey, yeah, we line up on this as well. If you want a prime example, okay, Chumby Valley is another project that's been going on almost the exact amount of time that this project has been going on. It's the only other project I'm a part of. It's the only other project I have assets in, right? And they don't even have a base game out yet. They chose to delay, still to this day, even a series quadrant style or a flash style game, and their community is thriving. For the first time, the CEO just got on and did a little bit of sneak peek of the alpha gameplay that's finally going to come out, and he barely talked about the gameplay he was doing. What he talked about was what they envisioned for the future of the gameplay. And of course, there was the STC lines and the look. This is far down the line, but I still find that video, that singular video, was better than anything I've heard come out of Liam, because people don't want to know what you're doing. Like that's hashed out. That's what you guys tell us, so that
Yeah, we can read
when we're
patterns if we
saying-
need it, right?
Yeah, exactly. That's what patch notes, all that jazz is for. Like we want to know the long term, that big boy vision. And if it changes, so what? There's like 10 of us in here. But you know what I'm saying? Like, and I get there's more people like watching and stuff like that. But it's also the thing to where when people talk about a game, especially a game that's an early release, the main things when I'm talking to people about it, it's not like, oh man, you need to go check out Phantom Galaxy right now because they have patrols. Like, that's never come a conversation off my lip. What has come off my lip is, frankly, some of the things Mr. NFT, he goes ham. He goes way into the future on some of the things. Frankly, sometimes when we're listening to it, we're like, I know that's way off. I don't know if anybody else feels this, but I look at it, I'm like, okay, it's a way off, but yeah, dang, would be sick. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, throw a little jab about, kind of what's being worked on. But I mean, when it comes to Liam speaking, man, I want to hear what they see a year into the future, 2 years in the future. I want to hear things like what's supposed to be accomplished before early release, what they envision before that, like not just current patch notes. So that's, I don't know. I've never
And like how they envision PvP working for the future, how they envision planets interacting in the future, how they envision the economy looking, all those things that are kind of more specific.
Yeah, even if it's nothing like that, if it turns out to be nothing like that, at least we know it's like, dang, okay, the devs are thinking of this too, like, because that's what we need to know. Not what they're doing, what they're thinking, because they're ultimately the one that is, creating everything. To be honest.
That is awesome feedback. Animo, do you have any thoughts as well? Interested to hear your thoughts. You've been around for a very long time and invested in the product.
Yeah, I mean, like they say, honestly, we are pretty much aligned. Everyone here, I believe,
Yeah,
that we want to Liam to say to us like, what's the future of the game? I mean, the patch notes, we already have it, so there's no point to be redundant when he is with us on the Starside Chat. So maybe if he could, or even have some like vision from Ben, even if it's just like a small video or something, that give us why we should be keep coming back to the game. Like in the future we're gonna have planets and whatever. But tell us what's the future plan. That was, well, I think we are agree on that. But most importantly, like, we need data so we can say, you know what, this is worth my time and my money. Mostly my time, but you get it.
I do. So what I'm hearing is, with respects to Liam and his episodes, more detail would be great, but certainly more vision and more direction, less sort of spoon feeding of update information. How is that? Am I on the right track?
Yeah. And if anybody would, like, even if you're going to relay this information to them, like, just go to Chumby Valley's YouTube, right? Each Chumby, there's 4,000 Chumbies, right? And they've been selling since forever at 0.1 each, and they sell multiple a day. People are trading them. Like, they have so much activity, and this is, by the way, for a game that has nothing but vision. They went through an LP issue. They had like $100 million of liquidity stolen during something that wasn't their fault. Very similar to what we do. But I'm telling you, their community, their Discord is freaking if our assets could even bump to a fraction of what these guys are doing, it would be crazy. And they're not doing much different than us. The exception is they still are working with a vision instead of with what we're doing right now. And I can imagine that at the office right now, you know, there's maybe, and I could be wrong, there's maybe like less vision boards and stuff like that being propagated in more to-do lists. And maybe there needs to be a change of culture there at Blowfishstudios to be more on vision board. I mean, we've already waited 2+ years. And I think for the majority of the people here still waiting, we will wait, right? But guess what? The people that are entering the game now, do your statistics on how long they're staying. And the reason they're staying is because the only thing they think they're staying for is a finished game. There's very few things out there right now that are like, dude, this is what's going to come up in the future. X-Bar, even if it doesn't come to fruition, right? Put those STC taglines on everything. But like, we don't need much else anymore. I hate to say that because I certainly don't want the project to slow, but you know, I think what we can expect down the future. I mean, I know people have been begging for white paper and stuff like that. I just think the culture of having a vision rather than having a product might need a little tweaking.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'm hearing you loud and clear, Rich. Very good. I'll maybe see what I can do about steering the presentation next week in that direction. From being a basic sort of patch notes, let's talk about specific weapons and things that are coming, and let's try and direct it more towards a vision for the game, as well as giving people a little bit of information about what goes into various.
Well, and I think vision doesn't also have to be vague. Like, vision could be fairly specific about how do we envision the future of planet integrations working. Like, there's a lot that could dig into that, right? So I think
Absolutely.
Rich is right. Like, we need to look at the future, the vision, but I don't think that means it has to be vague. And that was my biggest takeaway from it. In all the words Liam said, it was all a lot of, and I hate to say it this way, but it was also like fluff.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there wasn't a lot of specific takeaway. Oh, this is what they're doing. It was kind of like, oh, we want players to really enjoy the game. We want it to be able to fit all types of player bases. Like, that's great, but like, how? Like, how do you achieve that? What's the vision? What's the goal? You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Yeah. So I'm like I said, I'm going to sync up with Liam before, obviously. If I could ask everyone, just when I do publish the questionnaire, that absolutely jot down your questions with that in mind. Like have them more forward thinking, more direction based, and then that gives me some more stuff to work with as well. So thank you for that. So also wanted to maybe touch on some things that are coming up in the next month for PG. So
hey, my bad. Hey, whatever you said, my bad. I didn't hear it. Sorry, I'm late, you guys.
Hey,
up, you guys?
Mr. NFT, how are you?
I'm good. How you guys doing?
Yeah, doing good. Good, thank you. Cool.
Awesome.
So what's coming up? So we released at the end of last month or earlier in this month the trailer for the anime episode 2. So anime episode 2 is incoming in July. So we're going to release that. Obviously, you'll see us mentioning it in Discord.
Going hot.
Twitter, and yeah, exactly. So continuation of the story. You've been waiting a little while, so well done. We're planning to have a special watch party again. Was anybody here at the last one?
Yeah.
So that should be a lot of fun. We'll be doing that as well as, and is this a leak? Can we call this a leak?
Leak of the week.
Maybe. So we're also going to have a little, I'm not even going to call it a DJ set. It's going to be a mega mix of all those amazing AI songs that you all put together.
Nice.
as part of our last questing activity through Zealy. So something to look forward to there. So I'll try. We'll pick a time that has the most chance of suiting everybody again. But yeah, we'll sit down. We'll have a little bit of fun, and we'll watch the anime. And then hey, let's do some PvP afterwards. How's that sound?
Awesome. Hey, I got a quick idea, real quick,
Great.
right?
Yeah.
Hey, I don't. Hey, I don't know who was that speaking. Like, soon as I entered the Starside chat, he was making a really good point. I just wanted to say this for another game mode. Have any of you guys ever played Super Mecha Championship?
No.
Please, everybody, it's a free download. You can download it on your phone. It's on Steam. It's a super fun mecha game. I think that we can take a page out of their book. It's like they kind of mix like the whole Fortnite thing with like mechas, and it's like super fire. I feel like we can take a page out of their book with the avatars. It'll be another mode. It's super addictive. I feel like something like this are definitely bringing the crowd. You know what I'm saying? Super Mecha Championship. It's a free download. Y'all can throw it away if y'all don't like it. Just try it out.
Shut down.
Sounds good.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually try to post some gameplay of it after this. I'm gonna post some gameplay. You guys can let me know what you think. And, hopefully they can add something like it similar as a game mode where we can use avatars and mechs. It can be like that middle ground.
Yeah. Awesome. Would love that.
Awesome.
Good stuff.
I'm all for some more ground stuff.
Yeah. Ground stuff is so tight.
Yeah.
I know they fishing for ideas, and I know they probably it's starting to venture off from what their original idea was, but first person, third person shooter with avatars, the ability to get in and out of our mechs, fight melee, like just everything. Open world, like I know you guys see like some of the videos I make. That really should be the direction of the game. Like that way we can actually get just a full off the game. We won't really have to go anywhere else outside of Phantom Galaxies because we'll have so many different gameplay attributions in one game.
Awesome. Yeah, if you could, are you planning to post that in community content, a gameplay video?
Yep, I'm gonna do it as soon as we finish Starside Chat.
Awesome. All right. That's heads up to everyone to check that out later on today or this evening, depending on where you are. Yeah, looking forward to that, Mr. NFT. Thank you.
Awesome. You guys welcome.
Cool. I wanted to give you a heads up as well about something else that's coming. It is a collaboration with Hyperplay. This is happening in July.
Okay.
So more information is coming. This is just a heads up, save the date sort of thing. But you may want to download Hyperplay in the meantime and maybe get used to launching from it. That's all I'll say on that. Does anyone else launch from Hyperplay currently?
I think we're all probably using Epic.
No.
Yeah.
No, I'm using main
Yeah.
client.
All right. Well, maybe here's a behind the scenes tip. Maybe get that Hyperplay goodness on, link it up, and maybe just get used to launching from it. And then I'll have more news for you shortly.
Please tell me it's not an AU 2.0 though.
And no, it's not.
Okay, thank God.
No. But yeah, like I say, it's a collaboration. There will be prizes and rewards. That's all I can say. So letting you get out ahead of it and get used to using Hyperplay, get comfortable with it. So that's something exciting happening.
Will it be forever, a forever thing, or is it like something we can just kind of get the prizes and then get right back into Epic?
Yeah. It's going to be a limited run or limited timed event. Let's say that.
Okay. Awesome.
Yeah. Cool. All right. I kind of thought seeing as we're so good at discussing things here and coming up with ideas, I thought I'd do a little hope and death. How did you know? Are you? Oh. Hope and death is a spy, I tell you. Yeah. Segment. I'm going to call this hypothetically speaking. So, I am going to throw out an idea, something we might be working on, something we may never work on, something in between, and just get your thoughts on it. Because, you know, we have the brains trust here. We have some very experienced players and people that have been with this campaign for a long time. So today I wanted to throw out their leaderboard.
Yes.
Specifically, I guess,
Ooh.
PvP leaderboard. Who's got some thoughts?
Do it. Whatever it takes. Top patrols, work on that.
I mean, like now?
So again, this may never happen. I'm not promising this would happen. I'm just, I just wanted to get your thoughts on what it might look like, how it might work. Yeah, anything really. What
Leaderboard?
Categories.
On the
Categories.
game?
Categories? Yeah, just anything. This is not anything that may happen
Or may
but,
not happen.
It may not happen. Tell me if this is a silly idea for a segment, by the way. But it's just designed to sort of get everyone thinking about it and just get your thoughts on this.
No, actually, leaderboards are actually very important. I feel like it's actually a must because in every single video game or any game there is, any sport there is, there's always going to be competition. The reason why I say categories is because you know, you gotta have categories. Nobody's going to be the best at everything. So, you know, you may have a leadership board for patrols, a leadership board for one-on-one PvP, team PvPs. You know, like it's a lot of different modes that I'm hoping for. Like for example, I really want you guys to put a mode like out in space, where it's like or even on land, where it's like we can get in and out of our mechs and enter into like your base and like plant a bomb. And like while I'm trying to do that, somebody is trying to shoot me. They probably had to get out of their mech just to come inside the building. And now we having a shootout. And I probably successfully plant the bomb. I was a little timer. I escape, blow y'all up. You know what I'm saying? Y'all lose. And you know, that can be another category. Another mode, you know?
Dude, leaderboards just in patrols would be a game changer, but in PvP it would be amazing. And I agree with Mr. NFT. It's like if we had like 4s or 2s, you know, any kind of leaderboard like that, even if at the very beginning you just did like Breacher, Lancer, you know, just the ship, just the mechs, you know, you're using this mech, and so you're on top of that leaderboard. You know, obviously, Vex would be on top of the leaderboard with, you know, the Breacher, and I would be on the top leaderboard with everything else. You know, so it'd be fun.
And I'd be
Hey, that's another category right there. Hey, look, that's another category.
That's right.
Leaderboard. Like whoever is probably got the most kills or probably just the best with a Buster, for example, you can have a Buster leaderboard, and that person would be on the top of the Buster leaderboard.
nice.
We did kind of a leaderboard in community updates with myself and I forgot who else. Somebody else. We were trying to beat the solo patrol leaderboard, and that's things that we're doing by ourselves. So to have it in game would be amazing, of course.
Yeah, I picked that. I thought that was pretty cool. I think who got the highest one? Moon right now.
I had it, and then I think Moon came in with like I had 21, and then Moon came in with like 22 or something. You know,
like
of course.
26, I think.
Yeah, cheating sometime. I don't know. No, I'm saying. Yeah, give us a title, like even something like that. I mean, that not for nothing, but the more you guys take from World of Warcraft right now, the better this game's gonna be. And I'm not saying that World of Warcraft is the best end all be all, but there's a reason why they're consistently in the top MMOs year after year after year. There's a reason why all they did last time to get another player base was literally relaunch their original game, right? They have things down pat and perfected and ideas out there that it's not going to be bad to like just put
The
into
ideas
our
from it, like
yeah.
just take a page out of their book. Like, look. At the end of the day, if we can take some of the best ideas from some of the best games, even those games did it. Like, I study video games like just as a hobby. Like, nobody has an original idea. There's nothing new under the sun. It's okay to take a page out of their book and make our own book with it. And then at the end of the day, like, not literally mimic it, but just take a page out of the book and then head in that direction. Maybe extend it. Maybe do it better in a different way. But at the end of the day, take that concept.
Yeah,
Nice.
titles, levels, like the why we're not showing what level we are when we're walking around is insane to me. New players that jump on here, bro. The coolest thing I remember when I first got into WoW, one of the sickest things when I got into WoW was going up just to random players and being like, "Dang, I can't even see what his level is. It's just a skull," and then you can right click on him and see his gear, right? That, you know what I'm saying? Like, why aren't we showing? Like, why am I not walking around the halberd as a level 20 avatar, looking at all these level 5 Jordans, like the god that I am? Why aren't they running up close to me? Because I know they're right clicking and looking at my gear or looking at my mechs and ships. Like, this is what creates buzz. Yeah.
Yeah, yo, that's what we want. We want an open world RPG. Like, we want it all. Like, listen, you got some real vets, like inside of Discord. Like, a lot of us got like a history of true gaming. Like, if I speak for myself, like, I probably played almost every original RPG there is, and it's like me, I'm just super judgmental when it comes to video games. So it's like to be able to even be a part of this right here and the making of it, it feels amazing. So like, we want PG to be the best of the best.
Absolutely. Look, Carlo, you're usually at the top of the leaderboard in PvP. What would you like to see?
I am. Well, dude. First of all, this is like my second Starside Chat, and I'm loving the freaking energy and passion that you guys are throwing out there, man. We're just listing down everything that you say, and then we're just gonna do our best and forward it to the design team, man. I'm with them. Leaderboards and the level as well for Hubbard. Well, you just look running around, just walking around. You just want to see what level this guy is. Like, for instance, I didn't know that guy. He's this rich. He's freaking level 25, and I'm just a noob. I'm level 2. Kind of stuff. So I totally agree. And rest assured, guys, we are jotting this down, and we're gonna do our absolutely best to put this up and raise this up.
Exactly. And yeah, comes back around
really
to
appreciate it.
Yeah, Liam's here next week as well too. So hopefully we get an opportunity to bring it up as well there. Cool. Any other thoughts on PvP leaderboards? So we've had different, was it modes or categories? Do you say, Mr. NFT?
We need categories. Like for example, like once you guys have the actual gameplay down pat, then it's like it'll be easy to just create different modes. But it's like we need like one on, like, I'll give you an example. Right now, when I join patrols, I would like to have the option to just go solo, because it's like sometimes guys join. People may join and it's like I have to abandon and then I have to wait it out, or sometimes we literally have to wait in line one-on-one. Little small things like that just give us the option to be able to go solo. And now that's another mode, literally. And then it's like you see what I'm saying? Like a lot of things we already have it already in the game already. We just gotta just expand on it,
Sure. I mean, 4 weeks ago, everyone was complaining that they had to wait for people to join their game before they could play, and now we're we're saying we want to join without other people. We want to be
Right.
I love
Well,
it.
3 weeks ago we had to have people join. You
I
know,
know,
there
I
wasn't
know.
a choice. Now that it's like, oh wait, we could solo. Yeah, I
That's right.
I literally will go in with people, exit, and then just rejoin it again, just because I know that they're locked up in one, so that I can do it solo. Oh, and not for nothing, if you guys do drop a leaderboard and you drop it on patrol, you want to know how you can get people playing for a freaking long time? Drop a leaderboard and drop an infinite enemy instance where they just keep getting higher levels, more enemies until you die. You get one life.
Yeah.
You
A
still
survival
have
mode.
survival mode, yo.
A
That
survival
would be
mode.
I'd be in there for I would be in there for if there was a leaderboard on a survival mode just in patrol, which would be simplistic programming, not for nothing. You already have literally everything in place. It's just a matter of making caches and linking them to it, and then of course making a visualization, which might take a little bit longer. I don't work in U5, but I'm just saying a survival mode with a leaderboard would be sick.
Endless replayability right there, bro.
Yeah, that's replayability. Amen. And that way, like people are waiting right now. Like for me, when I'm doing patrols, first 5 minutes of patrol, I literally sit there. Why do I sit there? Because you guys have it programmed to where the longer you're in patrols, the higher the level of the enemies. So I get crap XP at the first 5 minutes. So I don't kill anything for 5 minutes, and I'm still soloing the patrols in with 5 minutes off of the time, but I do it 5 minutes off just so that I can get higher XP.
I love it. I love it. You're hacking the system.
I never even
Maybe
thought of
this
that,
is-
dude. What the hell,
Yeah.
man?
Yeah.
Cool. Awesome. Okay, well, that's
Oh,
been.
wait a minute. Wait a minute. PvP. I was missing the first 20 minutes of the chat. Did you guys talk about PvP? Melee PvP.
No, we didn't. No.
So you know the update coming. I know last time y'all said they was going to give us something. Is it looking like something?
So, well, what does something mean? So, a melee mode in PvP, or just better melee, or
Like for example, here's what we want, right? We want when you press the melee button, instead of him just doing a single slow animation, we want it to literally go into melee mode, where it's like you can probably do combos, press box triangle. You can use dash. Like you see how we got the regular dash, we can use the dash. We can have a power hit, like light punch, mid heavy attack, etc. Shield to bring that back. you know we want a melee mode so we can actually fight. You see what I'm saying? Like we like the whole shooting aspect. They don't have to change anything about that. They just have to add the melee mode so we can actually fight. When I press the melee button, instead of just a single slow animation, I would like for it to actually go into a melee mode. Like he pulled his swords out and he's ready to fight melee mode now. And I can fly up close, get up close to another person and actually, fight them. And maybe it can be like you see how now it has like the auto lock and you have to like kind of time it. They can actually have something similar in melee mode where it's like an auto lock. So, and you gotta, get the right timing and you'll be able to land your attacks precisely. That'd be awesome. And that way we can actually duke it out. They gotta add booster modes back, make mech mode faster than that. If he's too slow, you cannot even be in mech mode and dodge and maneuver incoming fire. They have to throw the boosters on so he can dip and dodge to the side fast and get up close on the enemy and then be able to go into melee mode. That's what we want.
That's what we want. Yeah, beautiful. No, you explained it very well there. So very cool. Look, I'm not aware of any of those changes coming up in the next update, but yeah, we'll definitely keep that in mind. Melee is something that we're working on all the time, and it's clearly not where we want it to be at the moment.
Once they get melee mode, literally, once they get melee mode, and they kind of perfected. It's not even much that they have to do. All they literally have to do is I literally just gave them the sauce. If they can literally just do it just like that, and that's it. Like we're done. Like they can probably perfect the way it look when they aim a little bit, make it more first person, third person, even in mech mode when he aim. That way it just looks a little bit more better, you know. Because that is going to come into play on ground missions now. When you actually go into ground missions and you aim and shoot, you're going to want it to feel like we're actually peeking behind buildings, you know. And
Yep,
so
yep.
I'm pretty sure that will later integrate back into space. But that's all they got to do. Once they do that, they done. They can work on different modes from there. You know.
Nice. Yeah, for sure. For sure. All right. Hey, should I do my segment? What do we got?
Yes.
Comment of the week. Comment of the week. Comment of the week.
All right, a little bit of comment of the week time. So, what have we got going on over here? Oh, went a bit big there. Yes, this Fluster person here was harassing Barker during the week in the Discord, and then Barker is imploring PhantomGalaxies bot to help, and then of course, as is always the case, it turns into a taco debate. But yeah,
The
nice.
taco debate.
The taco debate. What do you think about that, Fluster? In the chat. Oh, there it is. Shocked. Yes. So
What was Flaster doing exactly?
he's saying maybe it's that Barker guy. I heard he's really annoying. So look, he's not wrong, but he might be listening to this. Sorry, we miss Barker and appreciate him. And speaking of Barker, Vex here. Happy trip. PvP tonight is a great send off. We did have a really good PvP session last Friday, and we won't even judge you if you get your rear end handed to you since you're distracted. And I don't know, Vex. Do you reckon? Oh, Vex has left the building, but yeah, he certainly did get his bottom handed to him. But it was all good fun. So yeah, thanks to everyone that was at PvP last week to send Barker off on his trip, and we will be doing PvP on Friday again. So yeah, see you all then. Rich's life is in here. Calling out the scammers as usual. So I guess yeah, it's a good time for a public service announcement just to be aware of scammers in the community. Luckily, we've got people like Rich out there calling them out and letting us know when there's activity. But yeah, obviously don't click on any links in the Discord server. And if you need to report anyone, just tag in the old BFS Glam and we'll get onto it quick smart. Cool. But yeah, very funny interaction there. And then sticking with Rich's life, the Tim Tam Slam.
Yes.
Yes.
Well worth the $12 in cookies I bought off of Amazon.
Exactly. So for those that weren't here last week, was this discussed last week or was it a PvP thing? I think it was a PvP thing. But yeah. So Rich invested, and I used the term correctly, invested in some Tim Tams. I believe via Amazon. In the States. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. So Tim Tams are a biscuit available here in Australia that is a staple. It's like Vegemite and Kangaroos and Foster's beer. Yeah. And we gave Rich the hot tip on how to do the Tim Tam Slam, and hilarity ensues. There is a video link there. Go check it out in But
I love how you did the Aussie accent at the end, man.
yeah,
Mate.
That came with the cookie. I don't know what happened. That after I had the Tim Tam Slam, I started speaking like that for a hot hour. It was crazy.
yeah, absolutely. So,
Next time, try it with milk.
ooh,
Well, it was a Cuban coffee, so there was milk in it. It was cafe con leche.
there you go. Good times. If you haven't already checked that out, make sure you do. It's cultural and enjoy. And that has been
Comment of the week.
It's cultural.
It's cultural.
Yeah, I like that.
Absolutely. All right. So yeah, we're coming towards the end of our good old Starside Chat. Our first one with our Barker since forever. Thanks everyone for being extra kind today. Any more feedback? I guess questions or suggestions or weather predictions? Anything? Crickets.
I think that I actually have quite a few, but I think that I'm gonna just leave it at that one right there for the night, because I feel like if they can just fix melee mode, integrate melee mode in there properly, and then maybe fix the aiming a little bit, just when you aim, everything else is perfect, then we'll be able to move forward into other modes and just completely building on top of that. Like even when it comes to the enemies, I feel like the enemies can be a lot more powerful. But I feel like to do that now is unnecessary. If they can actually add melee mode and then just make aiming a little bit more better, and then fix how the configurations, I mean just fix how it feels in mech mode period, then they'll be able to make the enemies fit that. I still want to see the enemies transform. Like why aren't the enemies transforming into mechs? It's just in that one area that you go in. I think in I forgot the name of the area of space. Yeah, in that area,
Yeah.
they transform out in space into mech form, and that's the only place. But I feel like if they can actually give us the melee mode first, and then make that feel good to where we can transform and we have everything, then they'll be able to make the enemies more powerful to complement our fighting styles, and they'll be able to balance it out, AI, whatever, etc. And then they'll also be able to give us more modes on top of that. Like then we'll be able to, because they still not even done with ground missions yet. Like once they do that, they still have to go into ground missions. Like we want open world ground missions. We want it to feel like Armor 3 with mechs. We can run around with our avatars, get in and out of the mech. I want to be able to steal your mech. Like if you go into the building and you come outside and your mech is missing, I'm right.
GTA
probably
style.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Note to
it probably
self,
got to.
not leave the keys in the mech when Mr. NFTs are on.
You feel me? That'd be fire. Like, the things like that, small little things like that, is what's going to make people drive to the game, because they're going to say, "Look, I can steal your mech," and it's not going to be forever. Probably could be. Like if y'all want to take it to the next level, you can make it where we can take it to the chop shop. Like, hey, you got caught slipping, but this is the type of stuff we want. That'd be awesome. Like if y'all can just give us that, but start with the melee mode. We need melee mode, then we'll be able to go forward.
And not for nothing, this is the specifics we're hoping from Liam. I used you as an example, Mr. NFT, earlier. I was like, if we can just get how Mr. NFT has, says some of these things to come out of Liam, so that we have more of like his vision. Like even where I don't care if Liam's posting from another game that he's getting his inspiration from. It's not like he's gonna oh, we're all gonna move over to that game. No, I don't think that's gonna happen. But man, if we could get that same, the way Mr. NFT speaks, if we could put that voice into Liam, so that we can know his mind the same way we all know all these ideas that Mr. NFT has, that would be amazing.
Hopefully Liam won't steal your mech either.
I mean,
Hey,
That's
listen,
actually
I
kind
think
of
that's fire right there. That'll be fire. Like imagine if we on a mission and they trying to blow us up and they leave their mech outside and we can take their mech and literally, you know, that'll be fire. You know,
I'd play that.
For
somebody
sure.
gotta guard your mech. They gotta hold you down while you on the inside. Like I'm gonna make sure you good. Like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, see, and then the Gen Zeros, they have they have automated security systems built in, so you can't steal those mechs.
Yeah.
That'll be fire right there. That'll be fire.
Imagine like a car alarm.
Exactly.
You jump out of your mech, it's like doot, doot.
Or
The
or
lights
what if we
flash
did
on
get something for it, but somebody hacked it? Like, what if somebody got hacking skills and they can actually hack it and they can add that to like the skill tree, hacking. That's fire.
Hacking,
Stuff like
yeah.
that.
I'd have one of those.
Yeah.
In Australia, we call them club locks, the steering wheel locks.
Yeah, we got those too.
Yeah. Okay.
The
Good.
club.
The club. Yeah. I'm
Then
investing
we
in
have
one of those.
the beep beeps.
When Mr. NFTs around.
Hope and Def said bigger booty for female avatars. Hey, I'm with that. More yams.
Yeah, the yams everybody wants. I don't understand why that was such a. That needs to come back one way or the other.
They gotta bring back the female animation. I know they got it somewhere in the hard drive. Bring it back.
The
Please.
yams. I mean, come on, boys.
Hashtag yams.
Hashtag bring back the yams. You know, like what are we doing here? That was universally wanted. I don't think there was a single day on that boat.
Word. It
I mean,
must have been a female who broke into the PG office and changed that.
Yeah.
It said no yams.
Yeah. No yams. Yeah. No. Right. No comment. Anything else? We've got our last minute here together for the week. Hope and Death's been very vocal in the chat. Thank you, Hope and Death. I should be doing more of these that Barker does, sort of recaps the chat. But there was a bit of Kangaroo and Tim Tam talk, which is really cool. Hope and Death made a good point that we had melee mode and skill trees, and people loved it. So yeah,
yes,
absolutely.
Yes. But they didn't perfect it though. This time they got to perfect melee mode. Sure.
He also added an idea that I hadn't seen before. Add a news station to the Ranger station or halberd that warns other players on crime sprees, carjackings and the like. No, I mean like how good would it be? Yeah, so if someone's on a spree in patrols or something, that they do a live cross or something, that'd be awesome.
Yes.
Or if you steal somebody mech, you can have a police force. Like they got to start building small things that we'll be able to capitalize on later. Like they can actually have it where they can have a police force in the game. Like say like if you steal somebody mech and they report it, hey, they can send like 3 or 4 guys out to come and get you. And now they got a bounty on your head. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't think anyone will want to steal my Buster. I think I'm safe. But yeah, absolutely. All right, we'll leave it there. Thanks, everyone. It's been a fun one. I want to thank Carlo for joining us.
Si, senor.
We'll have to hear more from you next week, Carlo.
For sure, man. I'm just blown away with all the ideas and all the energy, man. I'm just like, wow.
It's pretty cool, right?
I know. Mr. NFT, you and I gotta chat, bro.
That's it. Fluster's off. Hey, Fluster. Thanks for joining us. See you,
Thank you guys.
soon. Yeah, and have a great week. Don't forget PvP on Friday. I'm going to try and get Carlo along for that one as well.
Thanks, everyone.
Some easy kills.
Thank you, man. Thank you guys.
Foster, you're in charge of making sure they bring the yams back.
Don't. Will.
Yep.
All right. Thanks, everyone.
All right. Take care. Thanks.
On another episode of Star Trek. On another episode of Star Chat.
Nice.
Nice. another episode of Star Chat.